Marvin Gaye returns with his sixth album, a tribute to the great Nat King Cole. I told you guys he was going to do this again, and he did, but this time it's different. Earlier in the year, Nat King Cole died of lung cancer, so this was him paying tribute to one of his favorite singers about that he admired growing up, that he wanted to sing records like. And if you've been following along on this journey, we documented that with the first album. This one is different, though. Marvin's been in the game for a while. He's been successful. He's had hits, and he absolutely knocks it out the park with this album because he's very, very sure of himself vocally, and he has finally settled on his style that we would come to know him for. And it's very, very noticeable on Straight Up and Fly Right. Halfway through that record, I'm like, there he is. That's the Marvin Gaye that I know. And he absolutely destroys that song. Unforgettable, he kills that as well. The way he sets up each verse is a build up until we got to the final conclusion of the song towards the end. And it's very subtle, but it works. And it works in a big way, and you're along for the ride. And I thought it was great. And I think Send For Me, these are just songs that I want to highlight. Send For Me is another great record, and that's the stubborn kind of fella type of Marvin where, like, this is a kind of, old jazzy type tune, but I'm going to gospel this motherfucker up, bro, and then I'm going to kill it. And it's beautiful. I think it's one of my favorite songs to listen to, including the different versions that's on the extended version of the album. You guys should check out. You can hear the different takes that he did, and listen to Unforgettable. He on the first take he did, the California version, it was more of a laid back, mid falsetto type approach to it. But I'm glad that he didn't go with that, even though it sounded good. I like that he decided to go with something a little bit more passionate, with a little bit more oomph to it, and I think that worked better for that particular song. He was able to give it a rendition that makes this version just as good as the original. The last thing I will say, that if you want to be nerdy like me, you can go listen to the original version by Nat King Cole. This is what I did, y'all. I listened to the original version by Nat King Cole, and then I turned around and listened to Marvin Gaye's version. That's just me. I wanted to compare and contrast the two. I wanted to get the full experience of just listening to the singer's different takes on these songs, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. You don't have to do that. I think you listen to these songs as is. They are still just as great, but I will say that from here on out, we're rocking and rolling. Marvin Gaye is now settled into who he is, and I think the biggest thing that I noticed in this particular album versus the other attempts at this is that he realized that he's not Frank Sinatra, not Billy Eckstine, not fucking not Nat King Cole. He realized he's Marvin fucking Gaye, all right? And once he realized that, he was like, I am that guy, and you're going to get that guy from here moving forward, and it's going to be one hell of a journey. So listen to this and come back as we talk about the moods of Marvin Gaye next. Until then, later.